I am here today to show you my most complimented look. This is the look that I've worn for about the past month, and I have gotten so many compliments, not only online, but close up, people in my face. So I'm gonna teach you this look today. It's very, very simple, but I have some orders of business to discuss. So if you are just here for makeup, you might wanna skip to like minute 12 or 13 because I'm pretty chatty in the whole first half of this video. Anyway, you are in the right place if you want to learn soft glam using Seint makeup. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist. If you are new here, I worked in the Hollywood industry. I still do, but I do that on the East Coast now. And my favorite thing is to educate women over, say 35. I say 40, but 35 is when you really start to notice your changes in your face, right? And so 35 for a lot of people is considered middle age. I know that's hard to believe in this day and age, but that's my joy, that's my passion, is to teach mature makeup over 35, 40. And that's why I created the Mature Makeup Masterclass. It's a series of over 21 videos on mature technique using all products under the sun, all different budgets. So sometimes I get the question, is there Seint in these master classes? No, I think I have one video on Demi because Demi is so unique and it's color correcting, which a lot of women, as we get older and have lots of sun damage, we need color correcting. And so I felt it was important to do an entire video on Demi, but that's it. I don't talk about Seint in my Mature Makeup Masterclass, primarily because when I created my masterclass, it was January, February. I launched it mid-March, but I was creating it January, February, editing like crazy around the clock. And I was very new to Seint. Now I had had Demi since November, but I was very new to Seint. I think I ordered a few Seint foundations, bronzer, a few things like that in December, tried it out, didn't like it, had no plan on talking about it. I tried a few more times. I was like, And I think what happened was I did a Demi YouTube in January. It did extremely well. Women received it. They were like, help, I need this Demi. I'm like, you do. This is why I talked about it, because it's so pretty on mature skin. And I thought, I really owe it to myself to learn how to do Seint on a mature face so that I can teach others. And once I got that sweet spot, I fell in love with it. And so that's when I started doing, I think, YouTube in February of 2022 this year on Seint. So my masterclass was almost complete. So my masterclass is just traditional makeup, drugstore, high-end, mid-range. Another thing that I get asked probably maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, is I will get women from Australia, the UK, all over Europe, in fact, and they want to know how they can get Seint. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a family or friend here, you can order it. I can still color match you. You can order it. It gets shipped to your US friend or family, and then they ship it to you. It's costly. It's costly. You're paying the shipping fees, you're paying the extra tax and all that. So that's entirely up to you. But a couple women have reached out to me now and said that they did do that method. I have a gal in Australia, and then just today, a beautiful gal named Marina in the UK reached out and said she finally received it, and she just cannot believe how beautiful it is and how great the quality is. And she was just kind of like halfway doing it. She wasn't seriously putting it on. She was just playing with it and couldn't believe how pretty it was. And it just makes me so upset that Seint is only in the US and Canada, but I promise I will work tirelessly to get Kara, the owner, to expand, because it's just so pretty. It's so pretty and it's so affordable. We're talking like 2 pans of makeup. 2 pans of makeup are $32 for 2, and it can accommodate your entire face $32. And if you wear it every day, it probably lasts 4 months. That's a great price, because if you look at Chanel, which I'm going to do a video this week on Chanel for Saturday. If you look at NARS, if you look at, what else have I tried? Hourglass, Kosas, Charlotte Tilbury, well, you get it. You know, if you look at some of the other brands, you are looking at $40, $50 minimum. And liquid just doesn't always look as pretty as cream on mature skin. So there's that. Another little bit of news I wanted to share with everyone is I love all the comments. Everyone's been so complimentary on my skin since having my first peel, my first chemical peel that I had last month. And for a couple weeks, oh my gosh, after the horrendous peeling of 12 days stopped, my skin did not need foundation. It was just so beautiful. I used a little bit of Demi in a few areas and that's it. But now that it's been a month, you can see some of my sunspots are starting to rear their head again. And I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit more discoloration back. And so I am going for another chemical peel on, I think, October 13th. So that means for another week and a half after that, I will be peeling like a snake. So I will still do videos. It will be ugly and horrendous, but you have to do a series of these chemical peels, especially at 55, for it really to take effect. Okay, for it really to make a big difference. So I will probably continue doing them every 6 weeks and until I get the desired effect, and then I'll be good for a while. Another thing I wanted to share with you, because I did a whole video called Dysport Peels and Surgery. Oh my, I'm canceling my surgery. I'm not going through with it. The guy who I was doing a consultation with and who I booked with, he's excellent. I've told you I saw his work close up. It's absolutely beautiful. But I didn't know a lot of these women, okay? I didn't know a lot of these women. So to me, their after work was very soft and beautiful. And I was seeing these women 6 months after the fact, right? So he does say in his contract, the first 6 months, your face can be kind of tight. It'll start to soften up. So I met these women well after their 6 month mark. So their face had softened up, and I don't know what their before looked like. I just saw how beautiful they were in my makeup chair, and I was like, wow. One thing that, one of the main reasons I canceled is because you know how much I hate this, right? I don't even hate my neck that much. I know from certain angles, you know, there's laxity, there's a lot of crepiness. I know from certain angles it's not real flattering, but I feel like I still have a couple years. Do you ever feel that way? You're like, I don't love it, but I feel like I have a couple of years. It's the gels I hate, and it's not even this gel. See that? That's normal. This is normal for our age. That right there, that's normal. It's this little pocket right here that I just hate. I hate it. And I know a lot of you are like, we don't even see it, Michelle, and your skin's so pretty. And I really appreciate that. But you know what it's like to have a flaw, and your eye goes right to it. Your friends and family might not notice it, but I know my friends and family notice it because I catch them looking at it, or I catch them saying, well, what if you tried this instead? So anyway, my point is I'm canceling surgery because when he lifted my face back, when he did this, you know, because they want to get an idea of what you're going to look like. You know, he lifted the neck, he lifted the gels, he lifted all this. Okay, it was just lower face surgery. I'm not touching my upper or mid face. It's just lower face surgery, okay? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, smooth, beautiful, beautiful. But look at the side of my mouth. And I started looking at a lot of celebrities who have had plastic surgery. I'm not even going to name names. And yes, some of them have had 2 or 3 surgeries. I don't like their mouths. I don't like their mouths. It looks very you know, when I got my lip flip, many of you know how much I hated it. Hated the lip flip, hated it. It's still kind of there, but it's largely going away. Because look, watch. I can now drink from a straw. The only thing I can't do is when I brush my teeth and spit the water out, the toothpaste and water, that's still weird, but everything else is normal. It's wearing off. I'll never do it again. But my husband called me Slee Stack from Land of the Lost. They were those lizard people. And he wasn't hurting my feelings. We joke all the time. It did not look, I hated how I've looked for a month. She did my disport wrong. My eyebrows used to be a little bit higher and more rounded, and she's made my eyes more hooded. My forehead looks phenomenally beautiful, but if it's gonna sacrifice the shape of my eye and how I express myself, I'm not interested. This, not interested. So it was actually a really good thing that I let someone new inject my face with Dysport, because I hate it. I hate how I look right now. Every TikTok, every YouTube, I look at myself and I'm like, ew, I don't like how I look. And what really scares me is surgery is final. And I don't want that. I see it everywhere I go. I was just at a bougie high-end mall this week, and I was really looking around at women in their late 50s, 60s, and they all have that mouth. And if you've had surgery, I'm not saying you're ugly. Okay, I'm just saying, for me, I don't want that mouth. I don't want it. And I have yet to see a surgery where it's not pulled. Even Jennifer Aniston, I was really studying her face when I was watching Morning Show, and I thought, oh, she's so smart because she can move, you know, she can furrow right here, and she moves her eyebrows. And, you know, I don't really see crow's feet, but she might have injections here, but I didn't see injections here because I could see her act angry. But when she'd move in certain ways, I would notice that her mouth was like that. She's had her lower face done. She's had her neck done. I just don't like how it looks. And hating how I look. I do videos 6 days a week. 6 days a week I do videos. Okay, I'm out 12 minutes. You all are like, would you get to the makeup? So I'm gonna get to the makeup. But I do so many videos, and I have to look at myself every day. And as much as I hate this, I'm coming up with a backup plan. And once I get that backup plan, I will share that with you. But I canceled surgery because I don't want a permanent problem. And if I have to look at a Slee Stack mouth every day, I will not be able to live with that. I will just hate it so much. Okay, so here's what I did. This look I'm doing today is a look I've done a couple times when I've gone out to events and people are in my face and saying to me, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. Or, oh my gosh, your makeup is gorgeous. Or, oh my gosh, your skin is so pretty. And I always say, thank you so much. So I'm gonna show you what I do. So we're gonna start with Candlelit. Now I am super well hydrated, okay? Super well hydrated. Let me move my mirror over. I've been using Tatcha. I don't know if you can see it all back there, but I've been using Tatcha, and it is just so incredibly hydrating that I haven't been using primer. I haven't needed it. What it does to my skin is amazing. Now I want you to watch real quick. Do you see how I'm kind of tapping? I'm not dragging a bunch of product. I'm just kind of tapping and twisting the brush. That's my method, because we are only putting the product where we need it, okay? And now that my sunspots are starting to show again, and P.S., I am wearing high SPF every single day, and I reapply midday, okay? Now, if I'm in the house all day like this, I don't reapply midday, but I'm usually always going somewhere. I'm taking my daughter to work, I'm picking her up from school. So, you know, I do reapply most days. And I'm still getting all my sunspots back. They're all coming back. Hey, excuse me, come here. Come here, shh, right here. Come sit down. Quiet, you're fine. Okay, can you see that? I did not put that on every square inch of my face. And it's really, really sheer. And now, oops. Now I'm gonna take my Stands Out sponge. Some of you need to maybe let it sit on your face for a minute too and really warm up, depending on climate. I know I had to do that more in the winter. I really had to let it kind of sit on the face. Oh, my husband just left to pick up my daughter. That's what he's barking at. But do you see that beautiful glow? And like, you can still see a few sunspots through this because I don't do this heavy. What are you doing? I don't do this heavy. I don't take it all the way up. What a video today. What a treat for y'all. Quiet. Sit down. Okay, can you see? Like, my forehead looks pretty good. I will say that my forehead from the chemical peel looks really good. My sunspots are slightly starting to come back. Slightly. Nothing too terribly bad, but slightly. Okay? So I will keep you posted on my next. Would you sit down? Come here. Sit down. Maybe if you wouldn't eat trash, you wouldn't choke. Come on, sit down. Get in your bed. Okay. So I have on the MAC paint pot, which you know I wear every single day, and this is Painterly, and I put that on with my finger. I literally just pat. Okay. It's been on for a few hours, so I can maybe use a little bit more. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Then I'm going to do, in my crease, I'm going to do Bella bronzer, but you could use Bubba. So I had someone say they don't really like to do bronzer in their crease, then use this beautiful warm Bubba, okay? And I might even use a pinch of it in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna use the tiniest amount of Bubba. This is the look. This is one of my favorite looks on myself where it's kind of natural. I would call it soft glam. You can wear lashes or not. Today we're not gonna wear lashes. Okay, do you see how it's in my crease? And if you have a hooded eye, you can just, like when you're looking in the mirror, if you have a hooded eye, you can just take it above the lash line and into the crease. Okay? I love that. Then you can take a little bit of Cupcake. I'm just doing a little bit of Cupcake on my lid. Just kind of creamy. Okay, just a little bit. You'll see in a minute how that's gonna change in a few minutes. I can even take a little, let's see. Let me take a little Sabrina. Let me see if I have my right brush. Oh my goodness. I did a brush tutorial last week and now everything is a mess. Okay, I'll take a little bit of Sabrina. Sabrina is like Cupcake, but a shimmer. And I go in the inner eye. Okay? And if you want, don't dip back in, but whatever is on the brush, you could kind of go under the brow just to add a little bit of a highlight without it being disco-y. We don't want disco. Now I will take the tiniest bit of Bubba. You don't have to. You do not have to do this, but I'm going to deepen my eyes a little bit. So I'm going to take the tiniest bit of Bubba. And it kind of sets that bronzer too, especially if you have more of a oily eyelid, oily eyes. Now we're setting that Bubba, which is, Bella, which is a cream. So now I have the bronzer with the Bubba over it. Probably might seem a little redundant to some of you, but as a makeup artist, it just makes sense to me. I can even take the tiniest bit of Bubba on my finger and lightly go on the outer eyelid just to add a little bit more depth over that Cupcake. But you'll see in a minute how that Cupcake will look so pretty once we have eyeliner on, okay? You could smoke Bubba under the eyes too, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that the other night. Okay, and then I'm going to take the beautiful, beautiful NV+1, which is Demi. NV+1, it's this beautiful dark Demi. And I like to go under the eyes with it because it just creates this natural shadow that I just love. See that under the eye? It looks more like a shadow than a bunch of makeup. Then I also take it, and watch what I do. I take it and I kind of roll the brush in there, and then I use it as an eyeliner. And I'm not precise with it. I keep it kind of messy, smudgy. Look at that. Let me tell you something about myself. I am not here to do perfect makeup. I don't even like the look of perfect makeup. I'm really more French in my approach. Even when I go heavy, I am more French. I allow accidents. I don't have to have the eyeliner totally perfect on both sides, matchy-matchy. I'm not a YouTuber artist. I'm a professional makeup artist of 25 years who's also 55, and I want to look really pretty close up, but nobody is sitting in my face going, huh, that's kind of smudgy, messy, or huh, I wonder if she knows this or that. Nobody's doing that. If you are engaging with the people you encounter, no one's studying your makeup. They'll just say, oh my gosh, you look so pretty, you look so fresh, you look so beautiful tonight. But no one's sitting there and analyzing every step of your makeup the way we do when we look at ourselves in the mirror. So this is why I just do pretty makeup. If you're in my face, it's pretty. Okay, I got this new pencil from Too Faced. It's called Killer Liner. And you know I like to go up here. They say it's a 36-hour liner, and I don't know. I think I like it. I don't know if I like it as much. I need a sharpener, but I don't have one right now. I don't know if I love it as much as my Gwen Stefani Give. I just don't know yet. And then I'll take a little bit on the outer eye, just a little bit. I've already got that NV+1. A little on the outer eye, and then I go back with the NV+1. And I just get nice and smudgy. And once we put mascara on, that all is hidden anyway. All that eyeliner work we do, it's all hidden once you put mascara on, okay? Now what I do is I go in, because I want to match that color. I want to match that, do I have the color I need? Okay, here it is. I'm gonna go in with coal. See how coal is like a black brown? I'm gonna go in with coal, and I'm gonna take this little teeny BK brush. I love this brush. It's from the Angie Hot and Flashy. It's A504. See how little it is? And I'll kind of, again, roll it here, and then watch. I just go over the outside eyeliner, and then I take it up into my crease a little bit, so that we've almost got like a little C shape, like a little sideways V or a C. And see how that is just dark, but if you look at me real close up, it's just so neutral that it just kind of blends in. People notice your eyes, not your makeup. Now, if you're hooded, what you can do is still blend this outer corner of your eyeliner. It doesn't matter that when you open your eye, it disappears, because no one's like this all the time. If you're at a party, if you're at work, wherever you are, you're looking around, you're looking up, you're looking down, so people can see your hooded eye even when you can't really see an eyelid. So never be afraid to put in the work. Even when you open your eye and it all disappears, you don't walk around like this. You know, people don't just see you just from this angle, so don't be afraid. Okay, see what I've done? Little sideways V, little sideways V. And then we go back with our brush that had Bubba on it. I'm not putting more Bubba. I'm just blending that darker color so the two kind of become one. They kind of marinate together. Okay, there, I'm done. I freaking love that. I love this eye look, okay? I'll do mascara in a minute. Let me look close up. Okay, amazing. Nothing dropped under my eyes, nothing. It's like completely beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna take Demi O1, which is the perfect color for my under eye darkness. But if you are darker than me under the eye, see I'm rolling the brush, just lightly rolling it. If you are darker than me under your eye, you might need to mix in 07 or 05. 07 is more orange, and it really counters that darkness. 05 is also orange, but I find it has a little more pink in it. So if you're the type of person that has a little more pink in your skin, I like the 05 mixed with the 03. If you have those real deep dark under eye circles, you're gonna need 07. And if you are a deeper ethnicity, you can use 07 plain. Just like I'm using 03 plain, you can use 07. 07 is what I use on my African American actors and actresses that sit in my chair. And I can use the 07 and their eye circles disappear. Then if anyone is like a little bit darker around their mouth, sometimes depending on how deep you are, you can get a little bit darker around the mouth. Some people do. You can get a little bit darker, you know, around the forehead, sometimes under the eyes. And then you could always take R7, which is bright red. But if you really buff it on, you're gonna brighten that darkness. It's so pretty. I need to get an ethnic, not even ethnic, just I need a beautiful black woman in my chair so I can show you how gorgeous this is on deeper skin tone. Let me think about someone who might be in my town. I'm just gonna try to think about this. Okay, then for my redness, I'm gonna take Y01. Okay. And I also like it down here. Okay. And then I'm going to take my O1 to go under my eye, and look at, do you see how that just lifts? Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze. My whole family's been sick. Excuse me. And I'm constantly putting zinc up my nose, and I'm constantly taking elderberry and doubling up on vitamin D. I'm out of C, but the elderberry really helps with that. Okay, and there is the O1, okay? Isn't that great? And then for, oh shoot, we didn't do bronzer. Let's do bronzer. I'm gonna do a little bronzer. I did a little bronzer the last few times I got compliments on this. But look, I just take it in the outer part of my face. That's it. See? Bottom of the chin, tiny bit on the nose, just because if we went outside, we'd get color on our nose, am I right? Okay, and then I'm going to take my Stands Out sponge and bounce it all in so it all looks like one layer, especially up here. I don't want anyone seeing a big, deep, dark forehead. You know, I'm lighter here, I'm darker up here. It gives me some dimension, especially when my hair is down. And then this is the blush I've been using for weeks. Ever since I got my chemical peel, I have been using good old R5. R5 is like the perfect flush of color. And it works on any skin type because it's that color where if you work out or if you're outside gardening and you get a little, you know, flushed, anything you do that would cause a little bit of flush, a little bit of embarrassment, that little bit of red that comes underneath the skin, that is R5. To me, it is the prettiest natural pink, and the Demi doesn't go anywhere. It is very long wearing. So for those of you who say, I love the Seint cream blushes, but they don't stay on me, I'm always surprised to hear that because the only blushes that don't stay on me are the gloss formulas, and I just put on extra knowing that they can fade a little bit, but the satins, the semi-gloss, those don't budge on me. I can wear them and at the end of the day, they look exactly the same. So I don't know if some people just have more pores that drink in the makeup. That's totally possible. Of course, primer and setting spray helps, but some of you have even said, I'm doing the makeup just like you teach. I'm doing setting spray, I'm doing a primer, I still can't keep the blush on. Then You've tried everything. Good for you. For some reason, the blush doesn't stay on you. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense to me, other than you might just have that kind of skin that just kind of drinks in makeup. The primer should prevent that, and so should the setting spray, but it happens. It happens in life, okay? So I do that cute blush. I absolutely love it. And then I'm going to take this beautiful highlight, which I've never used until recently, and I love it. It's called Pearl. Let me get I got a little bit of Bella on there. It's Pearl, and I love it because ladies, cream highlighter on mature skin is the way to go. Do not use powder highlighter because of the mica in it. They always look too fake. It just looks too fake. But the cream highlighters, look at that. So you go a little bit above the eyebrow. We're not going to take it here. We get a natural shine. A little bit on the nose. Okay. See that on the nose? Okay. A little bit. Watch this. Top of the cheek. Okay. Now look. R5 is cute. It already has its own natural little highlight, but now look at the difference. A little bit more glow and highlight. I love it. So I just kind of take it, the top of my apple cheek, the top of the cheekbone out to the eye. You can even do the tiniest bit up here if you want, on the brow bone, just a little bit, not too much. Don't take it on the upper lip. You're going to see young women doing that. We cannot do that. It looks like we had a hot flash. So nothing on the upper lip. It's not flattering on older women. It's real cute on young girls. It's not cute on us, okay? So do you see that beautiful highlight? But close up, it looks like natural glow. It does not look like I have a disco-y, powdery mica. That's the one thing I can't stand on women's faces, even young women, even women in their 30s and their 20s. I can see that powdery mica highlight all over their face, and it looks like makeup. It doesn't look like skin. This looks like skin. And we have not only Pearl, but we have a color called Angel, which is very pretty. We have a color called Rose Gold. If you're slightly deeper skin than me, Rose Gold is pretty. I use that a lot in the summer. But this Pearl, I just love it. I love it. So I avoid this area. I don't put highlighter here because I don't want to look like a hot flash. And now all I need is mascara. I'll be right back. All right, that's that Jones Road Beauty Mascara. Look at that. That is so beautiful. And also, I have to tell you, I've been using Obagi for 3 years. I've been using the Grande Lash Serum, which has worked beautifully. But Obagi sent me their new lash serum, and I've been using it, and all of the reddish brown color on my eyelids has gone away. So the Obagi not only has grown my lashes even longer, but it doesn't create any type of itching. I have zero redness to my eyelids, and I can put that link in this description and you can click on it because I am so impressed with this Obagi lash serum. This is the one I'm probably going to use from here on out. Okay, so I just did a Pat McGrath lip liner, and I don't know the name. It's one of her natural ones. It's not Buff, it's a new one I bought. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Pearl. And then I've got the perfect nude lip, okay? I love it. I love it, love it. Should I take these out? I think I should, okay? So there it is. That's the look that has gotten me so many compliments over the last few weeks. Yes, my skin has looked great since the chemical peel, and I can't wait to get my next one. But these are people who have known me a long time, and look at that. Tell me that is not beautiful makeup. Seint is just beautiful, beautiful makeup on mature skin. I just love it. Another thing, someone asked me why I never do my lower lashes. A couple of reasons. I will do a YouTube short on how to do lower lashes, but sometimes lower lashes can drag your eye down. It can cast shadows. And I just don't always like to take the time. Now, if I was going out at night, I might do some lower lashes, but I really have just liked mascara so much since starting this Obagi lash serum. I have not worn fake lashes since mid-August, not one time. Not one time, because look, I don't need it. Look at my own lashes. It's amazing. I love this Obagi serum. Okay, last thing. I will be back Saturday with, I'm pretty sure, the Chanel video I've been promising for weeks. And if you have any comments, let me know. Subscribe if you're here for mature beauty content. It lets YouTube algorithm know that you are here for this type of content. Any ideas you want to see upcoming this fall, put that in comments, because I get great ideas from you guys. And after all, I'm here for you guys, not for me. And I think that's it for now. I will see you back here on Saturday.